Today at PhD, we have organized this open house, especially targeting China trade and investment. This we have done in collaboration with India-China Trade Center. And the idea was to have this open house to understand from Indian industry, especially from SME industry, how this trade is affecting them, whether it is really making them some dent on their capacities. But after today's discussion, we have concluded that the most of the imports which is coming from China, it is actually intermediary import, and mostly small and medium enterprises are using this intermediary import from China for the purpose of further value adding or some assembly such as mobile telephones or other white goods, TV panels, LED panels. So it is very wide industrial usage of these imports, and almost more than 50% import from China is under utilization by these SME enterprises. Apart from this, the large machine import is also there, which is again ultimately going to be used by medium and small enterprises or industrial houses which are having substitute to import at much higher premium from Western world or other world, such as pollution equipments or new energy equipments or solar panels. All these imports are in such a category where actually we don't have alternates, we don't have substitutes. If substitutes are there in other country, it is very expensive. Huge premiums we need to pay if we import from other countries. So idea of this open house discussion to understand these minute nitty-gritties of China import, because the trade deficit is really hurting everyone, and it's a really real serious talk at the ministry level. But today, after deliberations, we found that the industry is talking about trade deficit because it is a big news for industry. But actually, industry import is on the basis of demand, and this demand need to be fulfilled. And if we see the trade deficit in past 1 decade or 1.5 decade, it has increased from 15% to 30 or 33% this year in with respect to China. But actually, we cannot do much in that. If we want to restrict the import, then we are really hurting the manufacturing capacities of small and medium enterprises. So what is the alternate? So today in deliberations, we had a discussion from the past ex-Commerce Secretary, Mr. Khair, and Mr. Kant, who was the ambassador in China and Beijing from India side. He has also participated. Apart from these two veterans, the Commerce Ministry officials, including Joint Secretary concerned with China and Director, have also participated. And these were deliberations very openly to everyone, that what are the alternates to us. So one thing come out, that is the investment need to be looked along with trade and investment. So the trade, whatever is happening with China, need to be seen along with the investment, and we try to give a new direction to China import by encouraging Make in India. So in this Make in India, what we can do, we can invite more aggressively Chinese enterprises, especially Fortune 500 enterprises from China, to look into Indian market. And they are already looking for good investment opportunities all over the world. Then why they are not investing in India? So we need to see ourselves what is the status of ease of doing business, whether land is a problem for them, or really it is a ease of doing business challenges are there. So we will make an exercise within the chamber in collaboration with ICTC and other organizations who are expert in this way, and we will try to find out some recommendations from our side to the ministry. And then when we will prepare our report, we will submit it to the Ministry of Commerce as the recommendations from the PSD chamber side with respect to India-China trade and investment.